We're in a bit of a bind here already on this journey, actually. Which is that we're kind of running out of water already. I've only got 2 emergency jugs left. Well, hello one and all, welcome to episode 17 of Poetica. And I think we're like nearly out of food. So let's top up on food and we're going to hit the road immediately in today's episode. We're going to get out there and we're going to do some exploring. I have on my shopping list from last episode, well, for many reasons, but kind of for this smeltery reason and to get some glass, which is going to be useful in a number of ways. I want to get fire bricks going, which means I want to get fire clay going, which means I want to get lots of stuff going. But I think the cheapest and the easiest way of us to do it will be to find either aluminium or graphite. So, I mean, the next natural question then is where to? We could get on a boat again, but we've done the full perimeter of the island that we're in. There's more that we could search boat-wise for a perimeter from the complete opposite end of the island. I think we'll take a boat with us, but why don't we walk? Because there's a lot of this area that we haven't ever seen. And so walking to the other side of the island, and then if we found nothing, then we get the boat over. I think that's appealing to me. Right, things have gotten real. Oh, okay. Oh, I started recording. Thinking I'm about to die, I need to record it. But then we got the kill. We also have some watermelon here. It's just immediately rotten. Oh, wow. We're in a bit of a bind here already on this journey, actually. Which is that we're kind of running out of water already. I've only got 2 emergency jugs left. I think best we head in this direction to that water there, because even if it's salt water, we'll be able to jump in our boat and cover more ground and expend less energy. Also, finding some salt water means at least we could cool down, because we're using up a lot of our thirst on the fact that we're so hot right now. We're the hot stuff out here. But yeah, so it's just a constant reminder that Poetica really is one of the most dangerous survival packs I've ever played. But this will cool us down. But this is almost certainly salt water. It's fresh. Oh, excellent. The problem is that this kind of terrain is so jungly that the trees obscure an awful lot of our vision on spotting exposed stone, which is really, when you're doing this kind of exploration, looking for minerals and ores and things, the thing you really need is terrain that's got a lot of exposed stone, you know. We should kill this guy if he's going to drop a bladder, which I expect he would. Oh wow, there's dogs coming for me. Oh yeah, we should have been using the walking stick this whole time as well. I just realised we failed to whip that one out. Okay, it's daytime, so the dogs don't mind us anymore, I think. So we'll just let them live. They don't drop bladders. We're only interested in killing for bladders. Aha. Bauxite. Aluminium. There was a piece on the floor. It was something I was like, oh, what's that? It's aluminium. There's another piece. Come on. Don't be ridiculously deep underground. It's going to be ridiculously deep underground, isn't it? Okay, well, I think we're going to dig a mine here. Because this is our ticket to fire clay, people. This is our absolute ticket to fire play. Fire play? No, you shouldn't play with fire. Fire clay. Let's get to the high ground up there and look down upon this area to see if we can kind of get a feel for where all the pieces were, so we can kind of pick somewhere relatively meaningful to dig in. This is not the clearest. This is not the clearest vision. There's another piece there. We know we had some pieces there. Down to here. So, okay. So maybe around where that piece we saw is. So yeah, so I think somewhere in between here and that kind of pool there. Like something about here. Let's just go with right here. Okay, we must be nearish a cave as well. Okay. Well, this is thought-provoking, isn't it? It's shale bauxite. So that's actually interesting, because that confirms that right now, at this novaculite level, if we're too deep, there's a creeper over there. No, thank you at all. So yeah, we're actually just straight up. Yeah, we're just too low down here. I'm so scared of caves now after that death before a few episodes ago. The other thing is that, was it just saying? I know it's saying very large. Down here it was starting to say traces already, wasn't it? Didn't we hit somewhere it says medium? So yeah, I think we can mark like this as being a good rough height at which very large stops being a thing. And our Y value here is 107. Bearing 107 in mind, now let's see at what height the very large stops. And we'll sort of triangulate a depth. So small here. Large. And very large. So it's around the height we're at right now. That height being 133. The middle point there is 120. 13 levels in from each. Well, yeah, let's try and montage this triangulation process then. Get some third person underground camera work going, alright? Boom. Well, it took a little longer than I thought, and it was rather awkward. I don't know how well the time-lapse will have come out, but we found it, and guys, it's rich. It is rich. So we've got a little bit of inventory management to do. We've picked up quite a lot of random stuff along the way. Yeah, this is really good news, because we've got so many sources of kaolinite at our base. So I think the plan really is to just, like, I'm going to really fill my inventory. We'll stay here for a long time. So there's only so much time-lapse we can show. And I figured we'd got enough of me digging little caves and stuff. It is going to be a bit strange. I don't know how well that will have come out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's the limit of these. So we probably need to head back upstairs. I've only got 6. Yeah, we need 7 pieces of spot amount of wood. So we all need to go back up and get more wood. But I'm probably just going to do a load of this off camera now at this point. Alright, so welcome back. I've been digging in here for about an hour. And we are full. We're just full. Let's absolutely mark this, because I get the feeling there's still a decent amount left. Guys, this is a sight to behold. Look at this as we arrive back. I think all 9 of the trees in our tree farm from last episode have grown. That one still has a sapling. That one doesn't. Wow, that one doesn't. That one does. That one does. That one does. That one does. I'm guessing... Oh, that one does. That one doesn't. So 3 don't and 6 do. Still have saplings. But we don't have... Well, we don't have any room in our inventory for... Oh, maybe, yeah. Maybe these bridges are about... Yeah, these bridges need to be raised so that, so that I can get my boat through them. We need to make a scythe. Anyway, so I'm gonna unpack first and make a scythe, and then we'll start getting busy with all our new resources here. One of the first things to do is to salt and cook all of this meat, which might take us a little bit of time. We did that last time, so we'll probably just do that off camera right now. But just to show you before we get to the fun stuff, there is all of the bauxite. So that's quite a lot of rich. It's not loads, but we can always go back and really kind of quarry that area out like more seriously. But that's going to be more than enough to get us really going. Oh yeah, I need to put that away and that. But yeah, this is more than enough bauxite to get us really quite seriously going with fire clay, because we've got all our kaolinite up there. In fact, I just did one rotation of that, stopped recording to do it off camera, and then thought, you know what is really obvious here? Is that we're about to do a load of grinding of the bauxite and of all of our... Where is our kaolinite? So we don't actually have huge amounts because it's marked on our map, isn't it? We've got exposed sources of it. I think a couple of them. Oh, I think that one's marked, but there's another one right next to us here that isn't even marked, which we need to go and mark and mine. So we could even go and mine some of that. Anyway, what I was going to say is, yeah, we've got at least 3 pieces of raw, so we can at least double our productivity here. Oh, do we need more raw stone than that? I think we do. Yeah, and I guess, yeah, we'll just make it like 4. 4 like that. Pretty good, pretty good. I love this sound effect so much. I want this in every world. A machine where I can make the sound constantly. Now, last time we didn't actually try this yet. But can we? Because we'd salted everything before we tested it. Can we cook these meats if they're not salted and then salt them afterwards? Or is it just that, like, these meats just, they don't get cooked in this thing? It's just that they don't get cooked in this thing. So as I'm just arriving at my old fire pit here, it did spring up the question in my head of, well, seems like we need a better solution. Alright, this is the stuff, people. This is the absolute stuff dreams are made of. This is what I'm talking about. This is how you cook meat. Right, okay, so we're sorted. We are done for food. That whole task is sorted now. We can get onto the kind of much more interesting stuff here. Where have I put it? We'll get our kaolinite out. This is probably enough for today. We're not going to start making all the fire bricks we'd need to make blast furnaces right now. Like I say, what I really want to do is get the glass going. Which I think is just going to be a very useful multi-purpose type thing to have. But our understanding of how this thing works may still be flawed. But we are going to need another raw iron sheet, 4 long raw iron rods. I think each of these rods is an ingot. Indeed it is. The raw iron sheet would be 2 ingots. So that's 6 ingots of iron that we will need, which we have right here. Let's grind up all of our kaolinite that we have. Alright, and these are all done. And that should just be, yeah, 4 stacks of 64. Excellent. Now, this stuff, and we'll no doubt get this recipe wrong, like always. Is the kaolinite the one in the corner? Almost certainly not, right? Because that's the one we've done first. Oh, it was. And there we go. That's a stack of fire clay, people. So like, I want to do a round number where when we take away 4, it will still be a round number. There we go. We'll end up with 20 afterwards. That's perfect. And then we got 24 pieces of spare fire clay. Okay, gorgeous. So we're just going to make, you know, because these fired bricks now, you can turn it back into a piece of fire clay. That's weird. Yeah, a brilliant white, they'll cook. So we can actually, yeah, we can start cooking them in here. In fact, we could speed up this process considerably if we use a little bit more fuel. And just get everybody cooking, even the spare slot there, might as well. Alright, sweet. And once everyone's cooked, and we've done the metalworking, which we don't really need to show. We made sheets and rods last episode to make this piece. Yeah, so I'll just come back to you when I've got everything for this. Basically, when everyone's nice and cooked. There we go. There we go. Right, so there's all our tools done. I thought I'd just throw some extra tools in the mix while we're at it here. Because there's a few things we want to play with here. So, let's go. New pick, new shovel, new scythe, new axe. Alright, and so we've made ourselves our fire bricks. We've got everything we need here. So I think it was the 4 fire bricks in the corners. No, I'm already doubting that. I think it was these in the corners. Yeah, there we go. Smeltery firebox. Okay, so pure optimism here. Where do we want to put it? Just here? Or do we want to put it next to the anvil? Maybe we do. Maybe it looks nice next to the anvil. Yes, it works. Okay, so right, surely. Just put fuel in the bottom. The only other thing sand's really useful for is the mortar, but we've got a load of mortar already. We can only put, yeah, okay. So yeah, let's just light this thing. Okay, it works. It does work. We do want to actually make something, don't we? These guys. Okay. So we're going to need to fire up a few of these as well. Let's get 5. We can cook 5 in one batch on the fuel. It makes sense, right? How's this guy doing? It's reaching temperature. It's reaching a nice old temperature. Anthracite's going fine. We may need to go and mine some more at some point. Does this just take time, or is there a particular temperature? Oh. Yeah, maybe we're just wasting fuel right now, because we don't have the full recipe in there. I forgot about that. We need to make all these other things. Okay, right, let's start again. I got overexcited. And I guess in the interest of just darting around a bit, keeping things kind of interesting, yeah, let's go and check out the tree farm now, the new tree farm, and just see where it's at before we start making our quicklime and potash. So we've got a new scythe now, so we should be able to salvage 3 saplings, which is all we need if I counted correctly. But I'll wager now, yeah, This is probably some of the quickest tree farming you will have ever seen in TFC. I think this design is going to be exceptional. Now we've got 5. Okay, yeah, we did get a few more. Okay, sweet. So now we just run around chopping these guys down. I'm probably just trying to stay close to the edge for the dudes that are on the edge. Oh wow, it extended to that tree. But can you see how this whole row, for example, all 3 of these saplings actually survived. So, yeah, this is going to be more wood than we can carry in our massive backpack. We need to upgrade the backpack again. Or have 2 or 3 of them. There we go. There's a good project for next episode. Mass producing backpacks. Maybe a bigger charcoal pit than this one. Right next to the farm. Is a good idea. But as you can see, like, we've just filled it. And we only really half emptied the tree farm. This thing is like crazily OP. I love it. This is exactly my style, baby. These bricks, they do just look phenomenally good though, don't they? I'm gonna make this one stick out of the ground a little bit, just so it looks a little different to the other ones we've built. Yeah, cool. We have 5 spare blocks. Okay. Just to try and fill this thing as well. Alright, yeah, so let's put this thing to its paces now then. Now that we're kind of a bit more organised. I suspect that one will go any minute now, as long as we just chill here for a bit. We lost that one. How many more saplings do we actually need at this point? That guy needs 1, so does that, so that's 2. That one's okay, that guy needs 1, so we need a 3rd. And a 4th, so we need 2 more saplings. A couple of these will likely just grow again while we're here, I expect. Or while we're emptying our inventory of all the others. Oh! There's also a question as to how many logs fell into the water just then. You know, actually not many went off the edge there at all. But look, you can see this one's grown again already. We'd already cut this one down, right? That one's grown. Okay, I guess it's these stumpy ones that are the risk. Because we don't get many saplings with them, but in that case we didn't need another sapling. Yeah, we are filling up rather nicely with wood. In fact, we're full. Everyone's got a sapling and we've got 1 spare so far. So let's go and unload. So yeah, I wonder, the question is probably like, how long do we have to AFK to get them all back? But if you bear in mind that I'm still pretty certain there's like a handful of these saplings that aren't fresh, then these are mature saplings ready to go any tick now. This is quite ridiculous, really. One just grew. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like a good one. Oh no, it does. Yep, it's fine. That's just free wood. Sapling remains. Okay, I guess once the infrastructure has been built for us to actually process it quickly, we have reached the limit. But I mean, we could expand this. We could go to 4x4. But I mean, honestly, when you think about the process that we're used to having to go through for wood cutting in TFC, this really isn't that bad. And I wanted to kind of show some of this unedited and in real time. I've spent a good 2 or 3 days on this episode already. So I think we'll probably call it there. It's been a busy week, so it's been like a whole week since the last episode, but we are going to go back to twice a week. So expect another update from me in a couple of days on this series. I'm having a blast. I hope you're enjoying watching. And we're actually, you know, we're going to do a few more episodes here. But probably by episode 20, we'll be ready to leave and head to a new location where we will start building our steel age base and making our blast furnaces and things like that. So yeah, progress today was massive with the fire clay. So thanks for watching. Drop a like, subscribe, share the link with a friend, and be excellent to each other, and I'll see you soon.